Hey everyone, welcome to Cinevarta, a place where we don't just watch movies, we experience them together. Today, we step into the city of memories, fragments, and fleeting presence, Dhobi Ghat from 2010, a Kiran Rao's quiet masterpiece that doesn't demand attention but deserves it. It is a film about absence, about lives brushing past each other, about people who don't collide but linger. Mumbai isn't just a setting in Dhobi Ghat, it's the one character that witnesses everything and nothing. It remembers no one, yet within it, everyone leaves echoes. Each wall is a diary, each window, a screen between what's seen and what's felt. Kiran Rao doesn't give us a bustling Mumbai, and within that silence, we find Arun, Shai, Munna, and Yasmin. Arun, the artist who paints his own walls. Arun, the painter, lives behind walls he built himself, not with bricks, but with guilt, loss, and the fear of being left again. His studio is quiet, his expressions quieter. He is not a one dimensional character, he is not rude, just wounded. So when Shai smiles at him at an art opening, he smiles back. For a moment, he lets himself hope. The next morning, he shuts down again. Because opening up means remembering how it felt when everything collapsed before. When he opens the door later, expecting Shai, it's Munna instead. Life, unlike art, doesn't give you symmetry. Rao knows it, she honors it. In his stride, in his silence, in his Bollywood poster covered wall. Munna is not loud, he is not tragic, he is not exceptional, and that is what makes him beautifully real. He scrubs the clothes of those who barely notice him. But his eyes, they watch everything, they say everything. He watches Shai with cautious longing, watches Arun's world from a distance he knows he can never cross. He doesn't ask for more, he just keeps walking. Shai is curious, earnest, privileged. She wants to understand the city, not live in it, but Rao never lets her fully in. Her camera captures beauty, but not depth. She walks through Munna's world with kind eyes, but kindness doesn't erase distance. She sees him, but does she see him? One behind glass, one on foot. The city compresses space, but never truly closes the gap. Yasmin never speaks to Arun, never meets Shai, never sees Munna, and yet she is the soul of the film. She records tapes for her brother, cheerful, hopeful, a little lost. She says, मैं कैसी लग रही हूँ? बिल्कुल वैसी ही ना? As if trying to hold on to a self that's slowly dissolving into a city that doesn't care. Arun watches these tapes like a sacred ritual, not because she is his muse, but because she is his reflection. They are both ghosts in their own homes. Everyone in Dhobi Ghat is lonely, but not in a dramatic way. It's a quiet loneliness, a loneliness that breathes in the background. Munna wants to be someone, Shai wants to connect, Arun wants to forget, Yasmin just wants to be heard. There is no climax here, no resolution, no dramatic closure. The film ends as life does, mid-conversation, mid-hurt, mid-dream. Arun paints again, Shai continues her work, Munna auditions, and Yasmin fades, but never disappears. The city forgets, but we can remember. Dhobi Ghat is not about events, it's about the weight of small moments, the people we almost meet, the versions of ourselves we almost become. Kiran Rao's film doesn't end, it just stops, like a memory you don't want to revisit, but never really leave. And maybe that's what makes it unforgettable. It doesn't complete itself, it completes you. So, if this film left something behind in you, thought, a silence, a feeling you can't quite name, then like, share, and subscribe to Cinevarta. Because here, We don't just talk about movies, we talk what it does to us. Thank you.